Thank you, Alan. My name is Bob White. I work with Farm Service Agency in the state office in Manhattan. I'm a farm loan chief there in the state office, and I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and visit with you all a little bit about farm loans with Farm Service Agency. Kind of building on what Alan just shared with us, there's opportunities that, my mic's falling apart here. Can you hear me there? There's opportunities in the environment we're in that individuals may want to take a look at restructuring some balance sheets, and Farm Service Agency, along with the commercial lenders that we partner with, there's some opportunities for us to assist in those situations. One of the things I'm not going to tell you today is the answer to all your problems is borrowing more money. Obviously that's not the key. The key is to look at the use of credit strategically and use it when it's applicable. Farm Service Agency Farm Loan Programs includes both direct and guaranteed loans. Guaranteed loans are loans you obtain from a commercial lender, such as a bank or a farm credit. We would provide a guarantee that says if they make the loan, they service it prudently, later there's a loss, we'd pay a percentage of that loss, typically up to 95%. This allows a lender to maintain a relationship or maybe to increase a relationship with the farm operator in a situation that maybe the cash flows a little bit tighter than they'd like to see, maybe the collateral situation's backed up a little bit. Often this type of necessity is driven by regulators or bank policy or something like this, that a certain ratio or a calculation of a borrower's financial position might be just a little bit tighter than a commercial lender can provide without a guarantee in place. Within the guaranteed loan program, we have farm ownership or our real estate loan programs. These, of course, can be used for the purchase or improvement of real estate, but we're seeing this used in today's environment. We're seeing this used a great deal to refinance, to restructure debt, maybe to move short or intermediate term debt over and secure that against real estate and stretch that out over a longer period. Situations where we have some equity in real estate, we're trying to get some cash flow relief by structuring the payments in that manner. We can go up to 40 years on these. These are, again, this is the banks, the lender, the commercial lenders, funds that they loan. It's their interest rate. They service the loan. We're simply providing a guarantee to that commercial lender. In addition to the farm ownership loan program, we have an operating loan program. Again, it can be used for the purchase of machinery, breeding livestock, that type of thing. But often in the environment we're in, we could utilize that to secure debt, to structure debt or shore up debt, maybe if we have some collateral value in breeding livestock or machinery line or that type of thing. The guaranteed loans, I might mention, loan limit of $1.399 million on that. Line of credit for operations that are in need of crop input or livestock input expenses that may be in the current environment. The lender's under some limitations on providing the extent of the capital needed. We can look at providing a guarantee for a line of credit. 5-year line of credit, loan up, pay down, and revolving line of credit over that period of time. Something that's brand new that I just will include, it's not necessarily going to be for every operation, but for situations where it could be applicable, interesting program, EZ Guaranteed Loan Program. It's limited to $100,000, but it's a real abbreviated, very short, quick application process to go through for that. So those were our guaranteed loans. Our direct loans, as the name would imply, would be loans we make and service out of our office. We're your lender. We're loaning U.S. Treasury funds. It's our interest rate. Within the direct loan program, I should clarify there are certain eligibility criteria. We're not set up to compete, nor do we want to compete with the commercial lenders. We want to work with the commercial lenders. And so we have a limitation on our direct loan program that applicants who are to participate in a direct loan program must have some sort of limitation on their ability to obtain commercial financing. Examples of that on operations which are certainly viable but run into limitations on availability of commercial financing would be cash security margins that are tight, limited cash flows. We assist a lot of newer operations that maybe haven't been in business for a significant period of time and accrued significant net worth. And operations recover financial loss. Certainly see a lot of those kind of situations in the environment we're in, unfortunately. Within the direct loan program, we have farm ownership or real estate loans. I'm going to go through this program, but I'm going to go through our farm ownership loans fairly quickly, because one of the key things is these direct farm ownership loans cannot be used to refinance debt. So in the context which Alan shared with us, looking at restructuring some balance sheets, this is a program that's not necessarily going to be available for that. But within the farm ownership loan program, we have down payment, 50/50, and 100% loan programs. And again, these be used for the purchase or improvement of real estate, since we cannot refinance debt with these programs. But the down payment program requires a minimum 5% down, 1.5% fixed rate, 20-year term. We lend 45%. Participating lender that we partner with provides 50% of the financing. For this program, not our only other programs, but for this program specifically, the applicant must either be an underserved applicant or a beginning farmer. An underserved applicant, I might mention, that would be a scenario where the primary operator is female or a member of a protected race. And a beginning farmer for these purposes is somebody that hasn't farmed for over 10 years and doesn't already own more than 30% of the average size farm in the county which they operate in. 50/50 loan program for an operation that taking a look at buying some real estate or making improvements and down payments severely limited. We could look at financing 100%. We provide 50%. A commercial lender provides 50%, 2.5% fixed rate on that. And we can take a look at 100% financing if participating credit isn't an option for us. Then we have our operating loan program. This can be used for the purchase of machinery, breeding livestock, crop inputs. This can also be used, and lately we're getting a lot of use in this program, we can refinance farm-related debts with this. In situations where we have real estate available as collateral, equity and real estate available, we can do a 7-year note and base that on a 21-year amortization. And so we can get out to some fairly long amortization schedules if we have real estate equity available. And with our fixed rates and 2 3/8 here, so really attractive rate, and try to structure some payments and help out a balance sheet situation in that way. Kind of like the EZ guarantee that I mentioned, the $100,000 loan program. Within the direct loan program, we've got a micro loan, a $50,000 program. Again, not necessarily going to be for everybody. Pretty limited on our dollar amount we can loan there, but it can be used for either any of the purposes above, and quicker application process, and typically lower collateral requirements. We have a disaster or emergency loan program for situations where operators have been through a declared natural disaster, such as a drought, a flood, or whatever it may be. Calculations are based on the extent of the losses due to that disaster. 3 3/8 rate on that, and that's a little higher limit, loan limit of $500,000, where most of our direct loans have a $300,000 loan limit. And then just to throw out, we've got a youth loan program for 4-H or FFA members, $5,000 loan limit on that for 4-H FFA type projects. Information about our programs, including current interest rates, is available at this website here. And they've got application materials. They've got examples of operators that have utilized our programs, wealth of information there. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that website. In addition to our farm loan programs, we also offer a farm storage facility loan program. It's technically outside the realm of our farm loan programs I've shared with you previously. One of the things that makes it unique is that unlike our farm loan programs, there is not a limitation on an applicant being unable to obtain other credit. So somebody can easily be able to obtain bank financing, for example, and we can still participate with an applicant in this program. But this program is used for storage or handling equipment for grain operations, hay operations. It's been expanded to a lot of other scenarios, specialty operations, produce, that type of thing. And that's been a very active program. You know, as you drive around, you see a lot of grain stored on the ground. Obviously, there are storage issues all over the state. And with a rate of 1.75, we're seeing a lot of activity in that program as well. So kind of in summary of our loans, we have our guaranteed loans, our direct loans, and our farm storage facility loans. Within the direct and guaranteed loan programs, we have our real estate loans, our operating loans. We have our micro loans and easy guarantees for some smaller applicants. We have a line of credit guaranteed loan program, emergency and youth loans within the direct loan program. In addition to the website I provided to you, another source of information, and really this is the primary source I'd recommend, is this is a map of the 21 farm loan offices that we have around Kansas, and it has contact information as well. And so I would encourage, if you have questions about how these programs could be applicable to you, certainly contact the local office. We've got, it's really a good delivery system where we have offices scattered all over the state and loan approval officials in each of those offices. And then contact information for myself as well. Any questions about Farm Service Agency farm loans? Okay. If not, I appreciate the opportunity to share those with you. Again, if you have in search of information on that, take a look at our website or certainly contact one of our offices here in the state. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.